Tottenham 2, Brentford 0. And in my mind, I have to say, it feels so good to witness a win, a Premier League win, one we haven't experienced one in such a long time now. But we got there in the end. And do you know what? I have to say, the team today showed me a little bit of fight, because I was lost for hope not that long ago. But today we showed a bit of fight. And do you know what? We dug deep. I have to say that today Spurs dug deep. I thought we were really good. Defended a lot better. Yes, they had a lot of crosses and a lot of corners and all of that. But I thought on the whole, we defended so well. We snuffed out a few dangers on a couple of occasions. I know Spence cleared one off the line in that second half. But overall, I have to say, it was a comfortable afternoon. I was expecting a lot more difficult game from Brentford, I have to say. But we dealt with the dangers that they had. Like I said, one or two situations we did get away with. But I felt after we scored, I was on the half-hour mark, Janet on goal. Sonny, doing the Sonny things and putting that ball in there and caused the ball to go into the back of the net. But then after that, I just felt we was throughout under control the whole way. The second half was more the same. There was a bit more control in. Listen, the quality is still much to improve. From both sides, I didn't feel the quality was quite up to the level, but I felt that in terms of controlling the game, we definitely had a lot more control in it. And I thought we probably could have put it to bed a little bit sooner, I have to say. But in the end, the quality from certainly from Sonny, 2 assists today, guys. That through ball from Sonny into Sarr, who had run into the space created, was right on the money. And Sarr did really well to put it in between the keeper's legs and to make it 2-0 in the 87th minute. And for me, at that point, the game was finally game, set and match. I always felt that, 1-0, you're just thinking to yourself, man, can we just put this game to bed already? And we've had, like I said, we could have done a bit more sooner for sure to do that. But in the whole, I do feel that we were the better team. And 3 points, my God, guys, 3 points. That honestly, you just think to yourself, there's never a bad time to get them, but right now for us, so important to have gotten them on the back of the new signing Danso. He's available, by the way, against Liverpool in the second leg at Anfield. He can play. He's available. He's got the number 4 shirt. So, providing the permit, all the paperwork, and all the registration, all that stuff gets all sorted out, he will be available to play against Liverpool. That's really good news. The players, the performances I like, I have to admit, more and more, guys, I don't know about you, how you feel about it, but I'm really enjoying Spence being in the side. I thought he was another solid performance at left back. And bearing in mind, we've seen him more at left back than we have at right back. So it'd be interesting to see when he actually does play on the right, how good he would be. But listen, defensively, it's really sound against a real good Brentford. Their wing is so strong. And Buemo's, it can be a really tough opponent for any left back. But Spence is really good defensively. I like him when he goes forward, but I think defensively he's really sound. So I really enjoyed his performance. He was probably my favourite player in our defence, but they were all good today. They were much more attentive today. Goalkeeper intervened when he had to. He's growing in confidence a bit more, and I think, the more games he plays, the more familiar he becomes with this league, I think the stronger he will become as well. But defensively as a whole, we were way more attentive. There's, of course, there's room for improvements. It always will be. But today we looked a little bit more solid and deserved to come away with a clean sheet. In midfield, yeah, like I said, the qualities wasn't quite there. Kulu tried in a lot of times. Obviously, Bergvall had an opportunity to really make it 2-0 in that second half, just knocked it wide. There was an opportunity for Kulusevski to hit the side netting. I think he could have done better there on his right foot. To again make it 2-0 a lot earlier. Sonny again contributed to 2 assists. I think the only negative note I have to say, and I'm sorry, I know he's getting back from injury and stuff like that. is at least a few 2-3 yards off the pace. Richarlison, I thought his contribution overall, not just in terms of fitness, because one can understand he may not be there quite in match fitness. He looks really slow on the ball. Doesn't hold it up enough. For me, that's the thing that could. I've said this before. I can understand with a yard or two off the pace because you're not quite there. You've been thrown in. Obviously, we don't have any other forwards now, centre forwards that is, that are available to play other than Dane, who came on later on the game. But his contribution overall kept falling on the floor. The thing that gets me the most about him is him falling off the floor at any touches. Is it strong enough to hold the player off? You know, to knock him a little bit. So yeah, he's not quite there. For me, that he's in the whole performance, is probably the one distorted note, if you like. Yeah, we need to do more. And I would love, like I said, before the end of the transfer market, which will be tomorrow, I would love for us to get another player in on loan at least to help us out in that forward line. I hope we get it over the line. Next 24 hours will be big to see if that can actually happen. Guys, a massive win, a huge win. 3 points. I believe it takes us up to 14th place. Still much to do. Now it's all about getting a win, enjoying the win. Use that as energy now to move on to the next game, to go and get the 3 points again in the next Premier League game. Of course, we've got a cup game in between that, but I hope this can be the beginning of a mini and even a little run of positive results, even if we don't always knock up the wins, but positive result draws, you know, start moving away from defeats. That'll be a start. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe, and as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.